So a golden opportunity presents itself, but who will be able to take it upon themselves? 100% coming into this one as the favorites, but Gibbs, I think both these teams would have looked at all of the options in this top 8 and think, you know what, I'm glad I'm playing against you.
Oh, absolutely. It's a golden opportunity for me as well to show that I can do every part of the show all at once. So let's do it, Shogun.
Well, got through that, and we already start off with actually a cheeky little kickoff. A fake to start with, after to Luis, doesn't quite get to it. But we've seen so many different kickoffs from both these squads, able to just try and grab themselves a goal out of nothing.
Yeah.
But for me, this match comes down to one player. The player that I've never seen play at this level before. rlesports yesterday was at a level, again, I'd never seen him before. Can he do that across the entire event? Is this a new rlesports that is the golden standard, or is everyone else going to need to step up a little bit more to get them over this line?
And we talk about Acro on the other side. Fantastic day as well. So Acro versus rlesports is going to be a fun watch throughout this match.
We're going to get a huge challenge actually from Golfs, who isn't able to land on it, but that's a real big misplay, and rlesports will take it quite thankfully.
You called the Shogun. Here we go. It wasn't a highlight play, though. Rezi just poor touch off the wall and cannot recover in time. Maybe worried about the bump on the wall there, but that was just a misplay. If you're worried about the bump,
you get rid of that ball.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It wanted to control, realized very quickly that's not the first touch to do it. And for as good as rlesports was yesterday, well, he's not going to need anything too much easier than that one in order to put that one in. Golf's looking to try and get rid. Acro spotted it, but well played from everyone here. A huge demo. Zero boost, able to keep that ball going. 1 minute in. First huge opportunity.
Rezi off the wall, lines it up for Acro. Perfect placement here on the pass to keep it elevated just enough, and Acro just enough time to squeeze it in to the far post, and we're all tied up.
Often do we see those passes happen and nobody is there?
Yeah.
It's the, okay, cool. I guess I'll give it a go in the future. Maybe everyone's awake next time. Golfs is going to try and take it by himself. Bit of a miscommunication because Rezi was bumped. They could have probably got a freebie instead. Now got to face up against some defense. Whoa, Rezi. Just trying to take it past Golfs, who does get their nice pace on this one. rlesports just fakes out the first play. Who's the first one to it? It's Acro. Doesn't get it too far away, though. I like this. It's not like paint by numbers offense and rotations that we are getting here from RRG. They are everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a little messy at times, like chaotic, maybe more than the Ninjas match that we just saw. But that's kind of what you expect when there's like two new teams that are trying to become a top 8 team in Europe. It's not going to be perfect Rocket League at times, but here we go. We have Lewis on the wall going for it. No, cannot get it done. And this will be turned away, and we're just getting a little bit of midfield control on both sides, just trying to not get anything in front of their net. We've seen a lot of bump plays come out on both sides, but it hasn't amounted to too much just yet.
Well, I think for a lot of Rocket League fans, there's some names here that aren't as familiar, and you know, you do get onto these teams through scrims, through how you're playing on the week to week. This isn't a regular week for these players. This is the week. Can players like Golfs especially step up when the pressure is
double demo.
He's now by himself. He's a little bit lucky with the way the ball's bouncing for the opponents. Wasn't really a play available. rlesports, oh, that's going to be a long recovery. Needs his team to try and buy him some time. He is now back in. Going to go into his own teammate there, but with 2 minutes left, I do feel like 100% have got better and better as we got started.
Yeah, it's messy on both sides on defense. We're looking at some bump plays come out, like Acro got a double demo, but the ball just didn't land anywhere. That was a chance for them. But Rezi has an opportunity here, has to kind of just wait it out. They're just trying to force bad rebounds, but no one is there, and all 3 members of RRG are just waiting to push it out. But here we go, Luis going up, trying to get something done, but again, there's just nothing available.
It's a lot of hitting it because you think you've got to at the moment.
Yes,
I think just a moment ago, we saw here's an actual opportunity. Luis isn't able to turn it in. rlesports passes it back. Golfs is on 0 boost, so he can't turn it in. Well, there's a little bit of offense, but to the earlier point, it's almost like you're expecting an RLCS lobby to be at a certain pace, and when somebody isn't there, it's a shock, and the ball is just getting, you know, pinged into an opponent that's ready and waiting.
And let's not forget that this is a high-pressure match, right? It's top 8. You have your tournament, the life on the line. These guys have not made it to a lot of top 8s as well, so on the mainstream and all that. So you got to get the nerves out in game 1 and hope that the match just gets a little bit cleaner, like as we get into the, games 3 through 5. I hope it cleans up.
I was curious if some of these players know that they do have the timeout available. There is experienced players on either side.
Sure.
But we have seen on occasion one team, very long ago, shout out to anyone that actually can remember which team it was, because I'm struggling, did not know at all that they actually had access to a timeout because they were not here previously. Oh, nice fake out, but that's it!
Oh!
Okay, it's a good play, but there is no world you should be in this position as Luis P, and you get a goal out of it.
Luis just basically forces it like a 50 into the net by himself. 2-on-1, 25 on the clock. He might have just got game 1 for 100%. And now Acro, he doesn't have boost, just gonna throw it deep. Gonna have to play some defense at this point. RRG's gonna have to send the house.
Rizex looking for the midfield. Golfs isn't going to be there in time. 10 seconds now left on the clock. Rizex back out. Reese Fox isn't able to get to it. Rizex just keeps trying to ping this to everyone he can.
No boost
on Golfs, but there's no power on the shot. Maybe one more opportunity. Backboard. Rezi gets control of it. Now he's got to just guide it down to the ground. Golfs down to Reese Fox. Reese Fox to Rizex, who is completely out of boost. Reese Fox is also out of boost. So it now falls one more time. 0 seconds. Acro with the biggest goal to aim for, and he couldn't score on it. We go again.
Gotta play more drop shot, guys. Come on, hit the ball on the ground.
Oh, there we
it
go.
is.
100% have got the first game, but both teams will be thinking, all right, this is a winnable series.
And on the other side, like RRG, they got gifted a goal as well. So it really does feel like wherever the ball is positionally, we almost, oh gosh, close. That was sketchy. That was sketchy.
Well, yeah, it was fine. All right, as long as you actually get a hold of the ball, you're all good.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can create is. We already get the opening shot. Played over to the corner from Rizex, who wants to claim 100 boosts for himself on the way. Smart not to challenge. That would have just pinged to the opposite side of the field. Reese Fox down to Luis, and it can get a little bit chaotic, but this time better. Gorse just prioritized the 100 boost again. This is where RRG do need to build. They've got the ball into the opposing side of the field. It's keeping the ball over there. That has proven very difficult for them.
Yeah, if you get the boost, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have the ball, right? So you got to get the boost and ball, but it's going to be more difficult than you could imagine when you're against, top teams in Europe. But really, it's...
Just have that skill. They just stay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, good save by Goff. So coming out. Big time play. That's what you need. All right, that there's a mistake on the field, but you make up for it with 0 boost. Doesn't matter though. Luis, he's just doing it by himself. When he's got the ball, he is getting fakes out right there by Rizex and just hides behind the ball to get by the other 2 defenders. He did a 2-on-1 last game. Why not 1-up it? A 3-on-1 there to take the lead.
And that just speaks to the point that we're making as we see another kickoff come through. I think that was a little bit better read there. Rizex didn't put that one straight down the middle, and now Reese Fox opts not to jump. When will they start taking the risks? When are they going to go for the maybe opportunities? RRG have got a lot of time to work with it. Ooh, and almost snuck through. Acro powers the ball long. Reese Fox tries to hold it into this midfield. It's a lot of boost used. He needs a challenge. Ends up getting it. Acro. Oh, he's passed 2. Where's that going to drop? Looks for the Doomsy dish.
And this is what I talked about yesterday. Acro was a highlight reel. He gets it over Goff. He even gets bumped a little bit there, but recovers on the back wall. Gets the Doomsy dish. 100%. They're heating up.
Best served warm. 2-0. And this is 100% really taking opportunities. As, oh my goodness, what is this? It's turning into an exhibition for him.
And you talk about kickoff plays. Rezi wins it cleanly, gets the corner boost off the ceiling to the pass to the midfield. And Luis just padding the stats. 3-0 with not even 2 minutes played. 100%. It looked like a different team in game 2.
RRG look so nervous to send the first man. Oh, what a hit. Right off the crossbar where you needed that. You've got loads of time to work with. and you don't let this game settle on a 3-0 scoreline.
You need that.
Giving them an opportunity.
You need that kickoff. You're down 3, nothing's going your way, and you get the kickoff goal. And a 2-goal lead is not that big. 3-goal leads are tough, but we saw that he's capable to make a comeback just last match.
Certainly did, but it was all but behind to RRG. Well, now that the fact that they are 2 goals down mean that they start taking those risks. They were playing sort of, you know, messy rotations in the last game, and I actually preferred it. I think this one has been kind of, I don't want to commit too much, otherwise things might go wrong.
Oh, good play.
And all 3 in front of the ball now, and it's working out better.
A fortunate play, maybe, like Rizex is going for a bump, then he decides he doesn't need it, gets the redirect. And here we go, the RRG, they figured out something. 2 goals back to back. They got some momentum on their side, but the most important thing, so much time on the clock. We're not even halfway done yet, and it's a 1-goal game.
Acro now off the wall. 2.5 minutes. And this is now very playable for RRG for a game that looked like it was finished. Very rarely in the RLCS do we see 3 goal leads thrown away. To see 2 of them in back-to-back series would be quite something. Luis, oh, look at that pace that he's got. Couldn't find the reset. Should know he would have preferred just to add some options. Yeah. Acro off the wall. Infield yet again. This time nobody's around. Look at the midfield control that 100% can keep hold of. And they have just got everybody diving just to try and match them for
What a challenge there by Luis as well. He had no boost, and he got up just in time to keep this play alive. The offensive side, but Luis is on 0 still, just has to throw the ball away, and RRG will take possession. Oh, never mind, Acro, huge clear out. And we're in a stalemate, Shogun, just midfield clear after midfield clear.
Yeah, and there's one team that certainly benefits more. Gorfs tried to take control of it, was immediately met at the first point of contact. Reese Fox controls. Can he find a way through just to try and sneak it? Gorfs is on low boost. Probably not going to get any better anytime soon. Just over a minute left here. All the momentum for both teams seems to have sapped away. Reese Fox gets rid of it, at least temporarily. Bumps his own teammate.
Oh boy.
Reese tries to at least do something. This is the last place RRG want to be.
Acro, double tap opportunity, cannot get around the ball though, so he sends it wide.
Oh, now they're going to go hunting. Try and find some bumps. Get something else going for themselves. There's 100 boost available. 2 players needed it.
Miscommunication there. Acro went for that play, and now Rizex got some space. The aerial dribble. What a play. The catch. Flip reset into the aerial dribble and just powers it through. Rizex, you called it, Shogun. Looking great.
The fact that he recovered that. The first hit on the ball, it didn't look like he got the reset. It didn't look like he really, you know, had the ball in a great spot. And then he just turns it around, follows it the whole way, and then powers it over the line. So,
here we go.
3 each. Who's got the next one?
I should just cast every match, I guess. You know, get these 3-0 comebacks. This is great.
Well, I've heard of the 2-goal lead being the safest lead in a Rocket League, but a 3-0, well, that's just sort of completely bottling it. Rizex. Again, who dares challenge him? I feel like you've got to now. You've already seen what you can do. Get to him before he can set up. 10 seconds. Rizex controls. Yep, that's the correct answer, I think.
Just delete him. But Goffs has a chance here for the pass. Cannot get it out. Looks like we're going to be going to an overtime.
All feels all too familiar. Will it be the same result, or can RRG get this done? Oh, that's a huge miss, and now it's very, very messy. Rezi slows it up a little bit. Gorfs off the backboard, looks for the sidewall double, doesn't manage it, so now he's going to be very late on the rotation back. Luis, reset, backboard, here comes Acro!
Perfect pass, perfect shot. Acro putting it far post, low side. 2 defenders guarding the near post shot. Acro secures game 2 for 100%.
And I do feel, for me, are they going to get the ball and just hit it? Or are they going to get the ball and see what they can do? Again, they are going to be challenged. This is not going to be an easy time. As Reese Fox's touch just a little bit too far over the top of it. Still a good spot, though. Gorfs takes control. And just pings over. Rizek skied it.
Oh, no.
Oh, all of the team talk has just been thrown away. The mental is back in the bin.
That's the one thing you don't want, is to miss a wide open net. There was like a messy play like in front, so I can see why he missed it, but you know he wants that one back. That should have been a goal for RRG.
Acro now pops the ball up. First one to it. Here comes...
Oh, the bump!
Missed it entirely. Was it off a bump? Well, I'm glad that you spotted that, because I certainly didn't.
It was a bump for a wide open net. So Luis, he should have scored that. All he had to do was tap that in, but Rezi did a fantastic bump on the third man. But Luis just completely missed. So now there's two big mistakes from both squads.
And I immediately thought Luis had been bumped. I was like, okay.
No, he was fine.
It's actually worse than I originally thought. That's fantastic. Anyway. Rezi off the wall, gets the sidewall double. Just makes Rizex's opportunities to defend this a little bit more limited. Look at that. Everyone's crowding over in the corner. And the annoying thing here for RRG is every time they try and clear the ball, it's dropping to somebody with 0 boost. Not quite winning the 1 in 3 coin toss. There's Luis. Leaves it. Nice call of fake. Acro, backboard. Going to go for the double. That's asking a lot of himself. But Rezi's going to be there. Luis, is he going to dive forwards? Yes, he does. Keeps it going. Doesn't drop in front of the net. Huge spell there from 100%, but that last dive forward from Luis, I should have spelled the end of it. And ball is finally cleared.
But I like the third man there trying to attack. He felt like he had a good chance for a 50-50 to keep that play alive, and they did get it done. It's very risky, though, when you're third man and you fly near the back wall, but the ball didn't bounce, you know, in like an errant way, so RRG could not go on to the offensive side of the field.
It can be... Oh, my goodness!
Okay.
Race Fox just dives forward for it. And this has happened a couple of times now, where 100% have got a very slow-moving ball that they really struggle to deal with. That is so awkward to play as a defender.
And Rezi, too, back wall now. You know, back in game 1, a missed touch as well for a goal. So watch out for that.
There. Oh, where's that one going? Just a little bit too high. We've all got that teammate that you see them on the backboards and you just go, hit the ball. No, you're not allowed to play this. We know how this one works out.
Sit on the goal line. Don't go on the back wall anymore, please.
You may try for an outplay, but in their side of the field. Oh, that one's going to bounce nicely to Gorfs, who puts that just underneath the crossbar, but Acro sees it away. So there's one Reese Fox. Gorfs has also just picked up 100s. We should point out as well just how big it is for RRG to be the team that did score, especially the way they lost the last game, the way they didn't score early in this one. If the goal went against them, I think we could have probably called that maybe game, set, match. But they've shown sparks. Can the spark turn into a fire? Rizex, almost managed to fake out the... I assume it was a flip reset, but quite frankly, he just sort of plummeted to the ground.
Yeah, I think he thought he got all 4 wheels on it, but didn't. That's what it seemed like there. But
it seemed like the ball rejected him.
Yeah,
like
he got lost.
The same magnet. Wolves want somebody to challenge. That's not going to happen.
No.
Minute and 30 here. 1 goal separates. Rezi tries to pop the ball out, but that's a brilliant challenge. Now Gorfs takes the shot and it's in. And that's a much required cushion.
And we've seen this a lot. 0 boost on the third man, like in the midfield. Acro, he had like 12 to try and catch up to that. But we've seen this a lot in both our matches, that third man will hover around midfield on 12 boost. And finally, it spells just like, that was not a good positional play by Acro. He could not get back in time. So you can make those mistakes when you have 50 boost. When you have 12, you can't make a positional mistake like that because you won't be able to catch back up to the ball.
I'm in absolute love, by the way, with 100% different kickoff plays. They've always got something. I would actually say, and this is the first time I've ever had this criticism about any team, they use them too often.
Okay, yeah.
RRG are now actually just always hitting the ball as weirdly as possible so they don't get caught out by some shenanigans. So that one's going to come out to Rizex. He's on low, so he can't afford to get too caught out, and he has! Well, you made the point, Gibbs. Double up on it.
The third man with 12 boosts yet again. If you lose a 50, you can't get back. If you have 50 boosts, you can get back on that, but the third man, very risky plays by RRG when you're up 2 with 40 on the clock, but 100% back in the game.
A bit more of a regular kickoff this time around. Golf's off the backboard. This is awkward. Maybe on occasion you'll hear RRG just go, race on the backboard, let's go. Oh, that's like
that's in
itself, and Acro's got the reads.
It just felt like everything was awkward throughout this whole kickoff, just midfield, and Luis finally throws it off a defender, and Acro's in the right place, right time to tie it up.
Yeah, Rizek would have preferred anything other than Golf's contact on the ball.
Yeah.
I think he had the initial save, but once it just pinged off his teammate, it became untenable for him. So 2-2, another lead blown, this time by a different team. But whoever does end up winning this will want this to not be a feature heading into the next round. As Golf tries to keep it alive. Are we going to another OT? Reese Fox realizes there was danger lurking. Rezi's on no boost, does the reset, gets it to Acro. Ooh. That was not too far away.
Man, Rezi on 0 boost somehow got that flip reset was nuts. That is so hard to do when you can't reposition your car. You have to jump off the wall absolutely perfectly to get that timing right, and he did it there. Golf's on
the sidewall double. We did see the last one end reasonably similarly. Is this one going to be the same case? In field, kind of out of habit more than anything else on the actual play there from Rezi. Although there are people getting bumped everywhere, which means Reese Fox can come forward and claim the game for RRG.
And Luis just doesn't get a touch on the ball. I think he got called off by Acro, and it just turned into just a bump fiesta there. And Reese Fox, wide open net, puts it home. And RRG, they get that mistake, that one mistake they need to get back into this match. 2-1 series lead for 100%.
The first wave of offense. You know, on transition, the other team hasn't set up yet. It's all gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And you end up scoring. So I'm actually worried now if I'm in offense. If I have like 2 waves of offense, I'm backing out. Oh no! Golfs couldn't get himself across the front of the ball. But we do start off game number 4. And it's a big one. Is it going to be 3 different match points? Or are we going to be tied series? Get ourselves as a corner. Acro, nice control. He's going to take the reset. No, instead he just takes it off the front of the car. It does make Golf's defensive duties a little bit easier. Oh, huge demo as well. Acro is going to have to try and chase back. He's got there just in time. Now is he required again? Just chases up and removes some of the difficulties by getting rid of a player.
And that net kind of looked open, but not a lot of boost, so he had to go for the pass. And so Acro just had enough time to get back. Maybe he could throw that at that wide open net, but I think Acro makes that save either way.
Yeah, I like the idea of the pass.
Yeah.
Because then you can maybe... Acro's going to have to pre-jump more or less. So if you put it behind him, you're A-okay. It's just the shot wasn't quite good enough because it was on the path that he was already going. So another good start here. Every single game, RRG, I feel, have started very well. It's just as the games go along, it can get a little bit weird. Okay, maybe not quite so much the game that they were down by 3, but hey, well, I'll ignore that one for this particular point.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm the one with the microphone. I can be very selective with what I go with.
You weave the story. Go for it, Shogun.
Listen, somebody just joined and they were like, yeah, of course. Like, they didn't see the last 3 games. They didn't know that one of them completely went against what I just said. It's Reese Fox over to the wall. Oh, I like the delay. Almost caught Acro out, but Acro just followed it. And Acro's defensive duties in this game, he has done so well. Nothing is catching him out.
Well, here's a big challenge by Golf to get that third man, but he had 100 boost this time and goes for the challenge. And then we got a little bit of a midfield game, some bumps coming out. I expect we're going to start seeing, if this is saved by Luis, a lot of demo plays coming out to try and open up that net, to force even more mistakes through the rotations, because they've been sketchy at times by both teams. But then when you add in a demo, then that's going to make it even more messy. So we'll see if we can, through the later part of the series, I expect more demos.
More demos does seem to be the typical response as the series goes along.
Yeah.
It's an easy one to say, isn't it? Like, what do we want to change? I don't know, just hit them more. right?
Yeah, exactly. Just take him off the field. Then it's easier. Then it's a 3-on-2.
It is. You literally cannot score. Cannot miss the open shot anyway, that's what I should say. Reese Fox off the wall. Who's going to be his way to follow? Oh, that one's on net, and Gorfs has scored it! Oh, what a hit it was!
Just the demo into just the shot. It's just open.
He's just got to hit it. Like,
yeah.
Enough that Acro can't get there off the respawn, but
yeah.
Hey, there's the demo. Get rid of the third man. Oh, Rezi's actually got a bit of time. That first touch let him down, though. Just had the ball running away. Now has the reset. And good idea there to maybe not have Rizex be the challenge. He would have been in a very rough position. Yet again, RRG have got the opening goal. Let this slip last time. And they had a 2-goal difference in that one. Minute and 40 left. Demo on the third man.
There it is.
On the second. Rezi is a demolition house ready to wreck everyone.
It's time to get physical, Shogun. 2 goals, both off demos. All tied up here in a very important game for both teams trying to open up the field through the physical play. 1:38 on the clock. So important for RRG to tie the series up.
Gorfs, not the best first touch. It's out to Luis, who can control that one. Very heavy with his own first touch. Drops down, awkward. Rezi, I think if he just dove forward, actually, he might have been able to get a better angle on the 50. Gorfs out to his teammate. Reese Fox with a little bit of time on his hand. Rezi's going to go and try and meet him. That's out. Rizex jumps at an awkward angle, but he tried to place it in the top bins. Gorfs is now up. Beat to it cleanly. You've got to make contact. Oh! Just wide. Acro with the follow.
Woo, almost disaster here for 100%. An awful post bounce. Rezi cannot catch up to it, but Acro secures the goal. Fantastic read by him. And Acro, when he's not playing that third man, can do wonders on the offensive side of the field. But this time, all he had to do was just read the post, which is very difficult to do most of the time, but he gets it done.
I genuinely hate that he scored that, because usually I get to look and he just goes, yeah, I mean, that post bounce, I mean, you can never score those. Acro just goes, no, you can. Just got a, skill issue. But again, I will want to point out again, this match is really coming down to third man. Either finding them for a demo, or if you saw on that one, it was the third man diving in, thought they could, and they couldn't. And that just left the entirety of the defense completely exposed. Should have been scored on the first one. Acro, made sure of it with the second one. Rezi now off the backboards. Nice challenge this time. That's Acro, sidewall double, not successful. You see the rare first man demo over in the backfield. I think both teams are just trying to score sidewall doubles at the moment. You've got 15 seconds left here, RG. You need to score. You need to not put it right in front of Rezi. Acro out to the side. Oh, Rezi didn't make contact. Does recover just in time. Can they keep the ball alive? Rizex tries to dive forward, but Rezi's got it covered. Down to the ground and triple match point to 100%.
And RRG had a golden opportunity there. They got mistakes happen. We see more physical play like in that game where RRG is trying for demo plays to get goals. When you don't have a lot of boosts, it's a lot easier to get demoed as well. So 100% has to worry about that. They are up 3-1, so they're feeling good. But you have to make corrections anyway. Even when you win these games, make those corrections to win the series now. Don't bring this to Neo Tokyo.
Or do, and I'll be perfectly happy. To get the attempted clear. Rezi doesn't have too much power, and Acro's quite low on boost, so this is all down to Luis. Can he buy some time? Not just for his teammates to get back, but for them to get some boost. They're going to have to pretty much settle for small pads. And the 100 that did just spawn, so very well played. So you can see that entire situation diffused relatively calmly. Ball keeps popping up. Rezi's going to try and follow it. He actually had to reset off the challenge initially. Rezi has his moments. Oh, the bump as well. Oh, what a play.
The physical play, Shogun, we talked about it earlier. It's going to come out, and here Acro throws it, and Luis with the bump, and Rezi just diving at the net. He knows that bump is coming out. He knows he can attack as the third man. and they get the job done 100%. 4 minutes away from moving on in this tournament.
I'm sorry, that bump might be one of the weirdest bumps I've ever seen. I'm usually used to the bumping player chasing up. Luis just sort of covered the angle that was required for the save off the backboard. Just went, yeah, dare to walk through this. He made the opponent bump themselves. What on earth?
Just block the angle. That's all you gotta do. Just park the car.
Do it. Off the backboard. Here we go. It's a brilliant start for 100%. They're getting more and more demos. And if you weren't tilted before as RRG, you're tilted now. Rezi, not the best first touch. Ends up dropping it over to RZX.
That's been a trend.
It has.
Yeah, that's been a trend throughout this match. So Rezi's got to clean that up moving forward in the tournament, if they make it. But he'll be happy with the 4-1 win.
So automatic with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know he's going for it for a reason because it usually works. Just, you know, with these stakes, maybe not quite so much. Nice 50, but this defender won it well enough to push to the sides. Gorfs looks to go again. Oh, he's not got it, and Luis will just snap that one up.
And Rezi here, he's just trying to force something. That's all he's trying to do. No boost, he doesn't care. Just gonna move upfield. Goffs just can't get the read, and Luis just has to put it by a dive-in defender. So Goffs, like, it was a weird bounce as well. Like, Rezi kind of pinched it off the wall, so it was a little bit of a tough read, but that's what you gotta do sometimes. When you're that first man up, like, even if you have no boost, just try and make anything happen, and sometimes good will come of it, and Rezi does a great job there for the pass midfield.
It's a great way to tell how much does a team trust each other and where a team's mental is at in a series. Is, all right, how's the first man playing? If they're being tentative and trying to read and react, okay, cool. They want to be able to make sure that they can be there if something goes slightly wrong. If everything's going well, though, they're just going. And that is a player that just went. Rezi now off the backboard, double commit, but you can also recover from those quite nicely off the backboard itself. This has got really difficult now for RRG. 2 goals down, and the touches just aren't quite settling for them at all. RZX can't win the challenge. That's over the top of Gorfs. So here comes Rezi. He's got Acro to maybe aim for. This time, almost weaponizing the very soft first touch that he got. And it's just annoying. Just send players into the corner and waste some time. Although, opportunity now for the breakaway. Caught by Gorfs, and he just pops it. What a save that is.
Great pre-jump there to just try to block Angros, and the counterattack. Acro puts it home, and you can't blame RRG. It was a golden opportunity, but when you see one of those top play-worthy saves, usually a counterattack is right behind it because the offensive RRG doesn't expect that save. They expect it to be worse, so they all move forward. But Rezi, a great play and then a great counterattack by 100% to take a commanding 3-0 lead.
Saw a different kickoff there from RRG, trying to at least push the ball to a player cheating up on the left-hand side. Very well scouted, though, from the defense. Verification where the turn infield is actually, yeah, okay, definitely do that because you'll be there towards the ball. RZX leaves it. A goal every 30 seconds or thereabouts now required. We have seen it already. Will we see it yet again?
But we saw that with 109 on the clock by Ninjas. So, and Ninjas, again, the best offense in Europe as of right now. So a little bit of a tougher task for RRG as the time dwindles down. And now it's not only about just weaponizing the play, but weaponizing the clock. That's what 100% has to do. Waste some time. Don't send too many out of play if you don't have to. But if you do it to waste time on that clock.
Psycho? Oh!
Risky, very risky.
Okay. Well, I was talking about confidence. That was bordering on arrogance. That was... What? Okay.
Hey,
it worked out.
I like
fine,
it.
I guess.
It's like he's top 8, like he's on mainstream. He's like, I'm gonna go for it. We're up 3. Why not? I kind of like it.
I've been working on this.
Yeah. Like, I like it because RRG didn't score. That's the only reason why I do.
Honestly, I dislike it because RRG didn't score. Imagine. Oh. Anyway, we head into the final few seconds. 100% have taken the golden opportunity. They get themselves 5 points at least guaranteed for this event and put themselves in prime contention to go to the major.
100%. Top 6 already. They've